Hey everybody, it's me again. Just me because Eric is getting food again on this Thursday evening at 8 p.m. because it's the story of our life these days. So I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see who's in here. Let's see, I'm going to scroll up. Scroll up. Nicole Smith Gardening's in here. Hello. I know you were just over there with Rachelle. You popped in here, and then you went back over there, and then you came back over here. I'm pretty sure you're probably back. Hopefully you are. Hey, Robert Lonis, Mr. Bobby, how are you? Where to begin? Homestead, how are you this evening? Janice, let's see. Oh, my stupid little controller thing doesn't work. My mouse. Hey, Jesse and Lisa, how are you? Byron's in here. Generational Homestead, hello. Mr. Gear Grinding. I know we're late as usual. It's me. I was sitting there messing around with stuff. Let's see. The Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick. How are you? Nice to see you in here. Let's see who else I got in here. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. My mouse is not working tonight for some reason, so I'm doing this with just a little pad on the computer or whatever. Hey, Emma, how are you tonight? David Gray, hello. Thanks for coming in here. Miss Denise, how are you? Oh, I actually got something from you, and I wanted to open it up right here too, actually. I didn't get a chance to open it yet. I was going to wait. Let's see. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, I should blow on it. Still not working. It's a little turdy. Oh, there it is. It's working out a little bit. You did it. Thanks, Rachelle. Regina's in here and Dale's in here. How are you guys? Oh, and here comes Eric.
Eric's in here.
Eric's in here.
Let's go.
Little Ridge Farm is in here. I think you're following us, Mr. Mark. I said hello to everybody. I have a package I need to go grab real quick, too. So you get the floor for a second.
What's going on, everybody?
And Rochelle's going to come up sooner than later because it's late for her. So she's in East Coast time. So
What's wrong with her face?
So anyway, so I've got some things I want to ask her and things I want to talk to her about. So you say hi for a second. Let me go grab that thing from Miss Denise, and then we can bring her up and we can talk to her.
It only takes me a second to say hi. It's not like a long process.
Oh, well, fine then. Bring her up while I'm gone. That's all up to you. If you feel confident enough to talk to Rachelle while I'm not around.
Why would I not feel confident talking to her?
Go for it then. I'll be right back.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. I guess Monica said hi to some people. I don't know who they are. And since she left, we'll start from the top. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. We got in here. Mom, what's up? So glad you're in here. Let's see. Mr. Debaka Maker is in here. Little Ridge, I heard Monica call you out. Where to Begin Homestead, so glad to see you in here as well. Mr. Jesse, of course, and Miss Lisa over at Lazy Days. What's going on? Mr. Robert Lonis, a.k.a. Bobby. So good to see you. Green Granny 2, Denise Paschel. Thank you for coming in here. Hobbs Dirt Ranch, what's up? Let's see. Did we miss anybody? If I have missed you, I apologize, but put it down there that I missed you. I'll make sure that I say hey to you. Let's see if I missed anybody that I can see. Gear Grinding, what's up, man? Cool Gamer, Little Ridge Farm. So glad everybody made it in here. Regina rebooted. Miss Andale.
I said hi to everybody.
I think Monica pretty much called everybody.
I said hi to everybody.
I was just trying to drag my feet because I didn't feel comfortable talking to Rachelle. So
get out of here.
I think she's going to try to put me on the spot.
Oh, you know she is. I just found out she's going on a trip.
To Alaska?
You heard that?
No, it's a guess, and I'm a bouse.
That was your guess for real?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Did you hear?
No.
He wasn't anywhere near the room. All right, let her up here. Come on. Get her up here.
We're just bringing her up?
Yeah. Oh, did you say hi to Jocelyn and Chris? Pure Okie, how are you?
Carpenter Self-Reliance.
How are you guys? Our treasured home, Nancy, how are you? I got to pull this computer up. Okay, so yes, let's bring up our special guest.
Oh, she's special, all right.
Here she comes.
Apparently, I need no introduction.
It is Rachelle over at Brampton Gardener. She does not need an introduction. If you've been around our lives, you know she comes on here and helps me finish up any harassment that is happening. I really like that shirt.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cute. Is that a new design?
This was actually no, it's an original one. So I had done like my regular logo, but my neighbor across the street, she like makes and sells shirts like at stuff,
Yeah.
but she does like the vinyl. So when I
Mhm.
showed her my logo, she was like, nope. I can do letters and very simple designs. So then I just designed this on like the Cricut website. And so she did like the iron-on vinyl.
Oh, I like
Add this
that. That's
to my
cute.
merch shop because I realize, a lot of people don't want to wear like the cartoony whatever. It's not very masculine or whatever. So I keep forgetting I do need to add this because I think it looks nice. It's a nice simple.
Oh, it's like a nice clean design. I like it because it's like clean design.
Yeah, I really like it. I need to.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I like that. Well, so I'm super glad you said you would come on here. I really am. This is our first live of the season.
2023.
I know, right? The first
Starting it
live.
off on a bang.
Yes, I was like,
well, really, I don't think anybody else was available, right?
That's not even true. Don't say that because I was like, hey, girl, you want to be on our live with us? You want to come in? And she was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what could you do tomorrow? She was like, I'm fine with that. I'm like, thanks, you're saving my booty because I was supposed to be like emailing people and we had visitors like right after Christmas. I mean, if anybody watched any of our stuff, we were sick almost the entire month of December. Finally got through all that. It was Christmas and then it was like New Year's and it just went so fast.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be like emailing people and reaching out to people and I did this much.
Yeah. And I was like, it was funny last night. So it's like, I'm leaving Wednesday. So I'll miss the next 2 Thursdays. And so I was kind of debating it anyways, or, spend it with the family. I was just kind of debating if I was going to do it or not. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
thank you. And then I'll come on. Yeah.
I'm super glad that you're able to come on here then. So today on your live, which I was listening to for the last 15 minutes or so, right before I was trying to get things ready in here, you announced you're going on a little trip and you're going little trip to Alaska.
That's not a little trip. That's probably like 2 layovers for you where you're from, right?
2 layovers. I have a layover in Chicago and Seattle. And then it's about just over 12 hours each way. Those were the shortest flights. Then there were 17 hours. It was like a 4-hour layover in Seattle. I was like, nope.
No way.
So yeah, I played around with the flights a lot just to try and get.
So what part of Alaska are you going to?
I'm going to Anchorage.
Okay.
It's down on the bottom part of the middle part.
Yeah, he's looking at our map up there. He's looking at the map. It's right in front of us. We have
like that center. There's like a section that kind of comes down right in the middle like this. And then Anchorage is kind of on the inner harbor part of that. It's very protected, but it's right on the ocean.
That's awesome. And now you're originally from Alaska. Is that what you've been trying to tell us over the years?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. You won't believe it. I'm like, finally, I get to go. I get to prove to Eric. That's why when she asked me last night, I said, oh, yes.
Well,
I have some news
wait. How are you proving it? Did you bring a birth certificate or something?
Am I going to have to show you a birth certificate?
I mean, look, if you want
to there might be enough to,
I mean, if you want to solidify things like without any kind of question.
There needs to be a video. There needs to be a video short of your dad saying, yes, she's from Alaska.
Well, no, then I need to see his papers too. I mean, look, here's the thing. I've been watching a lot of murder shows lately, so you just can't take people's word for things sometimes. You got to see the evidence.
Oh, you know what? Okay. You know what? Next time I'll FaceTime you guys and I'll show you my birth certificate. Okay. Fairbanks, Alaska. Fairbanks Memorial Hospital. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right. So you were born and raised in Alaska, I guess. And then, so how did you wind up in Canada?
Well, I've been all over.
Okay.
Her parents were just in Florida. She said her parents moved from Florida back to Alaska and she was all salty about it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm kind of bitter about that.
I'm still very angry about it. Yeah. So I was born in until I was 2. And then my parents bought a place down in Oregon where my mom's family had already moved. And then he worked with his dad up in Fairbanks doing construction. So you can only really do that in the summertime. So we lived 6 months of the year in Fairbanks and then 6 months of the year down in Salem, Oregon until 7. And then my grandfather, unfortunately, died in a car accident. And so my grandma moved out of Fairbanks back down to California, where she was from originally, and moved in next door to her sister. So,
wow.
So I grew up my formative years, like So grade 1 through high school was all in Oregon, in Salem. And then when I was in my early 20s, I moved with my parents down to Florida. I lived in Florida for about 3 years. And my husband lives in Canada, born in Canada. He vacations in Florida now.
Ooh.
And
we're looking for the ladies.
So we met through some mutual friends, and one thing led to another. And now I am in Canada. So it's like born in Alaska, grew up in Oregon, finally made it somewhere beautiful and warm. And then,
yeah,
it's like I'm Scandinavian. So it's like I am not meant to live in a warm climate.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well,
So, yeah, I don't think I could do it.
I would love to do it, to be quite honest.
To go to Alaska.
Oh my goodness. Even Oregon. I would love to see Oregon.
Go in the summer. Oregon is beautiful. It's beautiful places in the world. Like I've been around and it's gorgeous. And it's so gorgeous because it rains all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Pacific Northwest. They call it the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot that was on the West Coast. I thought it was one over.
Yeah. I think that's where the Megaseas, that's where Tanya's family's from, Oregon. She loves it. And a friend of ours, she goes up there a couple times a year to spend time with her family, and she just absolutely adores Oregon. She just loves it. It's home, obviously, for her originally.
Yeah.
But she loves it there.
Zone 8, a gardening zone. I'm like, dang it. I did not appreciate those things when I lived there, and I cursed all the rain. But the Willamette Valley is a very narrow valley. It runs just from south of Portland to north of Salem's dead center. And it's like the grass seed capital of the world. They grow pretty much all of the world's grass seed. So if you have grass seed allergies,
not the place to live.
Terrible place to live. But yeah, they grow so much farmland around there.
Wow.
A lot of mint, which is kind of cool. Smells amazing when you're out driving through.
Oh, I bet. Oh, mint. Yeah.
Wow.
So your channel, for those, because I think everybody in here knows you, but in case someone doesn't know you and you wanted to explain your channel in like one sentence, how would you explain your channel?
Wow, you're really cutting back on her time.
I just want, I'm just saying, if you were going to explain it in one,
I got the 15-minute slot apparently.
No, I mean, if you were going to explain, because I was thinking one word, like you could say what your channel was about in one word, but I think it would be like you need a sentence to describe it. So
you told Monica that you needed to go nights, so now she's trying to get this interview over with quickly.
I am not. No. Okay, so
if you were to fall asleep between the 9 and 10 hour slot.
I'm just thinking, if you were going to explain it to somebody in a sentence, what would you think, or how would you describe your channel?
Gardening on a postage stamp.
Well, I mean, because you do a lot of really great things. I have to say, some of my favorite lives of yours is when you're like shopping on your live.
Oh,
if I like log in, if
you're like that.
Yeah, no, Eric will turn it on, and then what'll happen is he'll turn your lives on, and then he'll leave the room, and then he'll go and do other things. And I hear you in my office space here. Usually I hear your voice on Thursday nights before I come in to get ready for live.
How delightful.
It is the funniest thing, because I'm like, who is talking? And then I'm like, oh, it's Rachelle. She's in the schoolroom chatting. So I came in here a couple times, and you're shopping, and I'm like, I love this so much. And like, I'm just sitting there.
I've done a few times. It's really fun. My husband doesn't love it so much.
Well, I think it's amazing.
Seeded out. But yeah, it's fun. So I've done a few where I've actually bought, like, put to cart. So I did one this summer with Stokes, which is a Canadian company. And then I did one in December. Was it December? I think it was December with M.I. Gardener. Because lovely David was in the chat, I think, sent me a gift card.
Oh, nice. So I think I was in there when you were shopping on Stokes, because I was in there asking a bunch of questions. And then Nicole Smith was in there, and they were like, you guys were talking, because I was like, well, what would work for Texas? Because some of the stuff you were looking at, I was like, that's really pretty. Because, we don't have a lot of ornamental things here. Anything that we grow is basically in our garden. Ornamental plants are amazing and they're beautiful. I need the ones that are more versatile, so I can use them for either. I have to have a double reason, because then I have to protect them, because nothing here grows without being completely protected.
Yeah.
Because the chickens and ducks will destroy them.
Yeah, look for anything that says drought tolerant.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You got the heat and then you've got the little animals, and the animals will destroy it. I mean, we got some irises, which is like one of my favorite flowers. It's probably the only flower we have on our ranch that's like actually a flower. And we have them by our side door, and we had to put like fencing up to protect them. And they're pretty hardy. I mean, they do really well. And the chickens still hop in there somehow.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, seriously, guys? So that's like the only pretty stuff that we've got around here besides actual like food plants or, whatever else we can use that way. But, it was really fun sitting there watching you go through those things, because it's one of those things I like to do. Wait, I have a castle in Florida that I love to go to. I think she's probably watching it slow-mo.
Hopefully there is a castle down there. It's a stone castle that this guy built back at like the turn of the century. He fell in love with this woman and she rejected him because he's a weirdo. And so he built this stone castle by himself, and they still cannot figure out, like, it's this is able to move these giant stones without equipment, because there was no heavy equipment back there. So you can tour this place. It's been on like the History Channel, these mysteries or whatever. Is it Stone Castle? It's called, I don't know. I've toured it a few times. It's really cool. It's in
I think I actually might have heard about that before.
It's a place that starts with an H. Is it Homestead? I think it's in Homestead, Florida. Coral Castle, that's it. Yes, thanks, Jesse.
Coral Castle. Okay,
I think we did it. Yeah, go check it out. It's actually, Nicole knows too. Yeah,
there you go, Coral Castle. Well, I think she's referring to Disney. That's probably what she's referring to.
Yeah,
Disney, because she's the Disney girl. Nicole,
Coral Castle is much cheaper.
Yeah, I think I actually heard a story on that one time. Now that you're saying that, because the kids and I watch a lot of these history things, and we watch a lot of YouTube history things, because sometimes when you need a break from the textbooks, it's nice to go sit down, have some lunch or get some snacks, and watch a YouTube video on someone, talking about history or actually seeing that visual history. It's kind of neat to see that, and the kids remember those things. I want to say that the Coral Castle, there was something about that one that we watched on some sort of history thing before, because I remember that now.
If you'd like to see it, you can check out
you can check out the link there.
Thank you, Jesse.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I want to say I actually know about that one.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting story. And then he's like, so he does this like super weird thing. He's complaining because she wouldn't marry him, and it's like, well, I think it was a good call on her part. That's all I got to say.
Well, for those who don't know, it was probably Edward Leeskanen from 1923 to 1951. Ed was a single-handedly and secretly carved over 1,100 tons of coral rock, and his unknown process has created one of the world's most mysterious accomplishments.
Yeah. See, Eric's been watching those 48 Hours mysteries, so he hears like all the like announcers now, so he's going to try to be like announcer.
This could be fun.
Well, look, so I was watching today, and I didn't know this, that I think was her Natalie Wood or whatever, and what's the guy's name? Christopher Walken, and drawing a blank.
He watched the Casey Kasem 48 Hours mystery first.
Yes, man, there's all
he
kinds
got hooked
of.
on that.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Yeah, so there was like all this. Did you hear? Like when he died, there was like all this drama surrounding his death because his kids wanted his money, but his wife was like, no, and she took his body and she buried him in like Norway or something. So yeah, it's been a stuff.
Yeah, would you mind doing that voice impersonation again? I felt like that was spot on.
I'm Casey Kasem. Welcome in. Top 40 Countdown. No.
Hey, fallen Arkansas veterans, how are you?
Do you guys remember watching Better Off Dead?
Wait, Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead, 80s. With the guy whose name I can never remember, but his sister is also an actress.
John Cusack.
John Cusack, yeah.
Okay.
I think it was either Casey Kasem or no, it wasn't Casey Kasem. It was the sports announcer guy. Well, oh gosh, what's his name?
I just saw someone actually posted that the other day.
Because in it, like the Japanese students, they had learned English from listening to the announcer, so that's how they talked. Like that was just how they spoke in their their American accent was.
Somebody
And
said
I don't know why I'm thinking Casey Kasem, but I don't. It's the other guy, the newscaster voice.
yeah, now I'm gonna have to try to look up full cast for the cast and crew for Better Off Dead now. Somebody literally was just talking about that movie the other day, talking about how that was like a Christmas movie. They were like, that's a Christmas movie. That's a good one. And I'm like, wait,
Better Off Dead?
Yes.
Oh. Howard Cosell. Yeah, that's it. Howard Cosell.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So through the whole movie, they're like, I won't do a Howard Cosell one. It's very similar to my Casey case. I'm just gonna spoiler alert. Yeah. Any guy with a mic.
I think maybe we should be the judge of that. Maybe you should go ahead and try that one.
Yeah, see,
I'd have to hear the video again from the show.
See, look, it says Lane Meyer who becomes suicidal after his girlfriend breaks up with him shortly before Christmas. So my friend was saying how it's one of the best Christmas movies, and I'm like, what in the world?
I've never heard that listed as a Christmas movie. It's like probably filmed in California, and so it's warm, and so you just don't associate it with that time period.
I'm like, seriously though. I mean, for real, just because it has a Christmas tree and it's Christmas time does not mean it's a Christmas movie. Stop. Just stop with that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was
Heavenly Hills. How are you, Heavenly Hills Homestead? Ryan's in here. We were over there on Tuesday chatting with him.
Oh, that's yeah. So they're like, he shows up in his car or something, and then the kid just turns up and he's like, truly a sight to behold. Like, what the?
That was really good.
Another spot on. Have you ever considered doing like voiceovers? I mean, right. My mind is blown right now.
Oh, thank you. No, I usually just do it for comedic relief.
I see. So Monica was telling me, not that I don't watch every one of your videos or anything, but she was telling me that you make all your daughter's clothes. Is that true?
Well, probably not all her daughter's clothes, but
I make a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of them.
Okay, because I saw her with
behind me. It's all fabric.
Well, she saw the ones he saw the pictures you posted on Facebook with her and Dexter, and they were like modeling all cutesy. And I'm like, look, this dog fell asleep. He said, what? And I said, yeah, he's like sleeping. He's so cute.
Yeah, he fell asleep. I don't know. I guess the photo shoot went too long. But yeah, I made them matching pajamas. I made the outfit I'm most proud of. I made for her for Christmas, and it is so cute. It's a suit basically. I guess it's a flared skirt around it, like a asymmetrical kind of flared skirt. It's got a flounce collar, and then I made a pencil skirt with a flounce on it, and it's in a brown and pink plaid. She loves it. She is over the moon about it, and she puts it on. I should be in a Hallmark movie, and I should be a lawyer.
Oh my goodness,
it's super cute. I had made it when I went on my sewing retreat in beginning of November, and so as soon as I came home, I put it in the box. So when she took it out and put it on, like, it's so wrinkled. So she hasn't worn it yet. I want to go do a little photo shoot or something out with it. But
yeah, I was gonna say I need to see photo shoot of that. I bet you it's super cute.
I'll send you some just quick pictures that she tried on over her pajamas, which not the best one, but she's super excited. So, but that was probably one of my most complicated pieces I've made for her. That or the satin year. First time putting a zipper in a garment, and I chose satin and velvet.
Oh my.
Stupid.
Yeah. You know what though? I'm like super impressed by all the stuff you do for her. I'm like, that is awesome. It is so cool.
Okay, hold on just a second. Can you drop me down for a second?
Yeah. Oh no, what's going on?
All right, now we can talk all the kind of smack we want to talk.
No, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. What is wrong with you people?
No, we keep going up. Just because a movie has a Christmas jingle in the background or a Christmas tree in it does not make it a Christmas movie.
Pajamas you make for the whole family, including Dexter. Family pick. Yep, family pick of everybody. All right, here she comes. She's going back up.
She's back. She was working on one of her voiceovers.
Who's going to take that one? How did my hair get so big? Hold on. Got caught on the thing. Okay, so this, I was gonna do it for Christmas. I decided I was kind of tired of sewing, so I decided I'm waiting for her birthday. So.
Ooh,
Wait,
that's a cool color.
Let me open it up.
Oh, I saw you starting to do that. I saw that coming together.
Is that a face of a human?
It's a face, like a woman's face. Like, see, like on the big screen.
What are you going to do with it? What is it that you're making?
It's not showing up.
It's showing up. It's cute.
It's still kind of blurry. So it's all paper piece quilted. So you can see the back, all the pieces.
Like paper piece. Yeah. That's so cool.
I don't know what that means.
She's like putting it together. So what is it going to be in the end? Is it going to be
it's like a wall hanging.
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
So this size, it's a 30-inch square. But she also has a 15-inch square, so you can do a quilt full of them. That's not happening.
Didn't you do another paper piece? Didn't you do another one you put together? I
did one for my mom in red, and that was quilted.
Got it.
And that one should be on my Instagram.
Okay. I don't even understand right now what you're talking. You're talking about paper. What are we doing with paper?
It's
okay. So what we do with paper is, you see, it's really hard because it doesn't want to focus on the pattern. Turn on my let me turn on my overhead light.
Should we take her down again?
No, see, it's the background stuff. Hold on, I'm going to try to see. Yeah, so it's really cool. If you don't follow Brampton Gardener, if you don't follow Rachelle over on Instagram, you should totally do that. She's got a lot of really cool stuff too that she's got up on Instagram, and you can see some of the stuff close up.
Yeah, that made it better. I don't know if it's going to focus.
Yeah, it's not focusing.
But what do you do with paper? I feel like if you wear it, it's going to crank more.
What you do with the paper, it's kind of like, think of it as like, so you use the paper, which has the pattern facing you, and you put the piece of fabric on the other side, and then you sew your seams. So each one of these is a little tiny seam, and then you can get like super precise seams. So you're not cutting the pieces ahead of time and then sewing them together. You're taking big blocks of pieces and big blocks of pieces and then sewing them right on a precise line. And then that's how you're getting the super precise paper piece
detail. So did you do the same type? Is that what you did with the bear?
The bear is piecing, and so is the giraffe, which is enormous. And so is my hair.
Did you get a
She got a blowout when she left. She was like,
it looked like you got to bump it when you got off screen there.
Oh, bump it.
I can't lose it. Like, it's like, there we go.
Oh, now it's
now I have a mullet.
Right on.
Try this again. This is why I go over, because it seems to not.
There we go. That's much better. Well, I was trying to show Eric.
What do you mean much better? You couldn't get much better.
That was good. That's really good. That's good.
I kind of like the other look better.
You like the bump it look? I was trying to show Eric the paper piecing up close.
Well, you're in Texas, so of course.
This is the bear one that you did.
That was a pillowcase.
Okay, and then so what happened is she actually pieces it together like that. That's what I was trying to show him. So if you want to close up, you got to go in there and go over to Brampton Gardener on Instagram, and you can see that close up and a lot of the other stuff she posts too, which is usually really cute pictures of Dexter. So just so you know,
in his jammies,
he's so adorable. So yeah, but that's really cool. I thought that was really neat. He was really impressed. I was showing the picture. He's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, she makes these clothes for her daughter." And he was like, "Wait, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, she's really talented." That's why I was like really excited, because I mean, you're just not like, just a gardener. You're not just a gardening channel. You're beyond that.
Yeah.
And not to sound creepy or anything, but your daughter looked lovely with doing the
she was all modeling. I'm like, she's so pretty.
Now I am a little confused though, or if they're playing off of each other, because Dexter looked like he was thinking ticked off and like frowny face. And she was full on smiling, so I was a little confused what mood we were going for.
I don't know, and I wasn't sure if he might not have wanted to share the spotlight.
Yeah, could have been.
I understand that.
Could have been. And yes, that Cal did get out of the hair.
And I think it was because he was, forced to be in the pajamas. He was being forced to be in the pictures. Yeah.
Well, I got a question for the chat, and once I ask it, of course, you can jump in, which I already know where you stand with this. But I want to know out there, people who have animals, whether it's dogs, cats. I don't even care if it's a pig. I know somebody in here has a house pig. Why are people dressing up their animals? My son, and I thought I'd train my son better than this. He comes over here with his little Frenchie bulldog, and in the wintertime, she's got like this little vest thing on. And I mean, look, there's certain.
She's so cute. She was getting cold.
But there's certain rules.
Look at his little jacket.
Look, there's certain rules. Like, for example, when our daughter was young, because she had such big cheeks, there was a rule of no turtlenecks.
She had little chubby cheeks, and she had like little fat neck, so we couldn't put turtlenecks on her because she was like.
So if you have a dog that's just got like all neck and a round face, like a Frenchie, don't put a turtleneck on that thing. Don't put a vest on it. And we're on Texas, so we don't need that stuff.
Yeah, Thorhaven says try dressing up a Highland cow.
And you know what? It's funny because I know a lot of people, they think, oh, you're torturing the animal or whatever. But if you've ever had a pug, they love it. They love the attention. They love being dressed up. They think it's fabulous. How do you
know that he thinks it's fabulous?
Because he comes running over when you pull it out and you say, do you want to put your sweater on? Yeah. And here it's necessary because it's cold out. So if he wants to go for a walk, he's got to put his little sweater on because pugs, because they are the brachial, whatever, flat-faced dogs. They have a very, very short nasal passage into the lungs. And so the cold air hits them a lot harder, right? So dogs with a longer snout, the air has time to heat up before it hits. So pugs, all of those breeds that have the smush face, they do.
Well,
I want to test. They have a harder time out in the cold. They get cold faster, and it's the same in the summer. It doesn't have as much time to cool down before it hits their lungs, so they don't take the heat as well.
Well, I'm going to say this for all the motorheads in the chat right now, is that smush face is actually like ram air. It gives them turbo to run faster.
That's really gosh.
It's facts.
Have you seen his zoomies?
The zoomies one. I think, I don't know if it was a reel or if it was a short, but I watched it like, I don't know, 20 times. He was like, zoom, zoom. And it was like outside in the garden. I was like, that is awesome.
And it's so funny because it's on a hill too, right? So sometimes he gets going a little too fast on the way down.
Nuh-uh.
And then he has to go through the gate. And I'm like terrified. He's hit it. He's bumped it a few times, but he goes right through so fast. Then he jumps over the pot of chocolate, going right around it. I don't know if you saw that video. And then it's like you open the door and the door's open like this wide and he goes right through it as you open it. Like it's like slow down.
Well, I feel like you still need to do a Dexter cam. Have you done a Dexter cam yet? Because I haven't seen that. I'm waiting for that. I know you discussed it on a live a while back while you were shopping. That's how you lured me in. Dexter cam, and then I saw you were shopping, and I was all over it.
I had the Dexter cam. A couple of problems with it. One is I put it on him, and he doesn't move.
Maybe you need to make him think that it's like an accessory to his little sweater.
It's an outfit, yeah. I put it on him, and he just sat on the deck.
You need to sew it into his little, opening into one of his outfits, so you can just slip it in there, and he doesn't know it's like a separate thing.
It's a whole harness that goes on.
Oh, never mind.
It's got an attachment on the back and a chest attachment. The main problem with it was I couldn't use a harness with it because the harness is on top, and he is not allowed outside without a harness on. Now he can wear, so I do need to just do it and put it on. We did try a few, but it's just some of it. It's just like the footage was just still so bouncy because he's going so fast. I had to like slow it down to like half speed. And it looks a little weird, but otherwise I'm like, please take a gravel or a Dramamine video. Make us vomiting.
You have to get a Benadryl before you put them on there.
So I got to work on it. That should be on my goal this year, is to get the actual Dexter cam. And now that we go to the dog park more and I can do the collar on him, we should be able to work something out.
Ooh, with the dog park, that'd be so cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's a great idea. I'm afraid it could get knocked off or something. But
yeah,
maybe do it on the front, maybe down low.
So, what kind of camera is it that's on this harness? Is it a GoPro?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've often wanted to do without the harness, obviously, but something on the cows and or up in the stock trailer so I can watch what it's. I mean, this isn't even for YouTube purposes. This is just I'm interested to see like when I have to hit the brake fast because somebody pulls out in front of a trailer. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. Like if they start,
you can get like the and stuff where you would have the screen, like if you're in the car driving and stuff, and you want to check that.
That's true.
I have one on my truck
for inside a trailer.
No, but you have to.
It's not inside the trailer, but you could put it wherever you want.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Right?
Yeah, you can probably mount it up in there.
It comes with a little screen, and then it comes with a camera, and you can just put it wherever, and then you can see on the screen.
Oh, it's like a magnetic one.
I don't know.
Everybody's talking about farts in the chat now.
My husband installed it. I don't know. Oh man,
Well,
I haven't been watching the chat. It's gone down how fast.
It is. Everybody's talking about all the farts that smell bad.
Yeah,
we have boxers, so we know level up. I think it's got to be those smush face dogs make it worse. I think it's like they can't breathe, so whatever comes out is like extra foul.
Yeah,
they have like a short digestive tract.
Or something.
Does your dog eat like a maniac, where it just like vacuums up stuff and doesn't take a breath in between?
No. And now our other pug, Gizmo, who passed away last year, he did. Like you put the food down and it would be done before you even walked away.
Just inhale it.
Yeah, Dexter, no. My husband will put his food in the morning and he'll go over and have a little, and then he'll have a little bit more. Sometimes by 3 p.m, I was like, what is wrong with you? But he's very thin too. He's very skinny for a pug. So maybe you just have the different metabolism. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a year and a half now. When did he turn a year?
He turned a year in November.
Oh, November. Okay, so he just turned a year, so he's got time to gain some weight.
But Gizmo at this age was like 32 pounds. We were like, oops.
That's because he inhaled his
growing, right? Well, he's a growing boy, and then we realized, oh, we need to stop growing. So then he had to go on a diet. He was not happy about that, so we just
we have a boxer. We have a boxer who basically inhales her food, and she was a year old, and I mean, she wasn't even a year old. What is it? We got her spayed, so she couldn't have been she couldn't have been pregnant, but we actually thought she was pregnant at one point, had a false pregnancy, and she was spayed. And we were like, she can't be pregnant. This is so weird. Needless to say, she was so fat. She just got so fat. We had to put her on a little diet here. And my friend was like, look, just give her 1 cup of food, that's it, all she gets all day. And then give her like half a cup of green beans at each meal, maybe some cooked carrots. I'm like, okay, mix them in with her food. This dog would pick out the dry pellets of food and leave the green beans and carrots in the bowl. Like
we already have one of those. What you're getting ready to say.
Eater? Yeah.
She doesn't care. She literally still inhales it.
She eats it so fast it sounds like the little nuggets get lodged up in her nasal passage.
Yeah, sometimes she'll go. We're like, you're going to die. So then we have this new puppy who's a boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we're like, surely this is not a boxer thing. We used to own a boxer before these other two. We've never seen this before. It's got to just be with Joy, our fat boxer. No, it's the same thing. This puppy just puts her face, and we got her one of those little things too.
Yeah.
Puts her faces it, and she just woofs it down with a vacuum. And I'm like, you're both gonna die. And then they're like, they're both in there.
For the love of God, chew.
I know. I'm like, just stop. Like, I will literally just have to feed you one by one. They're so stupid.
Well, yeah. Or just put, quarter of a cup in, 15 minutes later, put another quarter cup. See, Dexter was doing more of that when he was younger. And so I said, I wanted to get him one of those slow feeders. I wanted to get one more for keeping him busy.
Yeah.
Put a few treats in there, like ones. So he comes home with one. And they're like this deep, the maze, right?
Yeah.
So he puts the food in there, and Dexter just cried and cried because he couldn't get anywhere near.
Yeah, you can't get down there. Well, that's this puppy.
This is a terrible idea. Why did you want one of these? I said, well, I wanted the one that was the appropriate size, the one that has like the picture of the pug on the cover, not the picture of the German Shepherd.
Well, the
It was
one
our
I got,
parents, so that's
the
why.
one I have for the puppy is really deep too. So she's like moves it and she can flip the bowl. So she knows how to
that's
flip it to flick everything out. But that's slow feeder anyway, right? I mean, when you flick a half a cup of food out all over the floor, it scatters enough that she has to go around that and inhale it one by one. But needless to say, it's just funny watching. I feel kind of bad because it's like torture, but
Well, what I was going to say was that the problem with Joy, she's the whale of a dog,
the fat boxer.
but when she doesn't get like all the food that she wants, and when I say that, what I mean is like sometimes when we get dog food, we open up the bag. It's like one of those 50-pound bags, and she's tall enough where when you open it or cut it, she can get her head in there and just help herself. So it's like a smorgasbord, you know.
If we don't put it away fast enough, because
Like
sometimes
give it a bag of chips.
yeah, like a big bag of chips.
Right. Oh, now I'm gonna feel fat when I do that now.
You put your face in a bag of chips like that when I'm not around.
I gotta stay awake when I'm driving. Anyway, but no, she has this thing though that she just like stares at you, just like she's pitiful. And if you just looked at her face and her eyes, you would think like this poor dog has not eaten in months.
Commercial.
Yeah.
But it's so sad because even sometimes like they got the droopy lips, so she's got a little bit of the drool that starts forming at the edges. It's like glistening.
She's
like she's got, she's
ridiculous. These dogs are they just crack me up. I mean, she's absolutely ridiculous when it comes to this. But yeah, the whole bag of food thing, she'll put her face in it and just eat it as much as she can. The slow feeder cracks me up because she just doesn't have any kind of,
Hi, Jeff and Chris. Hello, fellow Canadians.
Yeah, the Canadians are here.
Hey.
Join another one. No, I was gonna say too, that's the thing too. When these dogs here on the ranch don't get fed, they will find other alternatives.
Yeah.
They'll go eat chicken feed or they'll go eat other stuff. And now the bad dogs outside, aka the blue heelers and Joy, the fat dog, she's decided a little short Titus. They've all decided to teach. Yeah, they've all decided to teach the new puppy that she should run around and eat ranch candy with them. Ranch candy, aka all the poultry turds all around the whole house, all around the house, like everywhere it is. And so now they'll walk around in like a big pack, just eating ranch candy like it's Halloween, and it's disgusting. And I'm like, you guys, just nasty.
I do think Dexter's supplement considerably with rabbit poop.
See?
So I think he'll be out there for a while, and then comes in and he's like, and then he doesn't eat his food right away. So I'm like, yeah, I think he's full. I don't think he's hungry.
Yeah. He's like, this is great. I love going into the garden. Thanks, Mom.
At least we'll have Norman dressed up soon. I can't wait to see Norman in a little sweater.
Oh my goodness. I know. That's going to be so cute. Okay. So when you go on your trip, is it just you?
Yeah.
What are you going to do without Dexter for like weeks?
And your daughter and your husband.
And your daughter and husband. But what are you going to do with yourself?
Just Dexter is the only one you're worried about.
Well, we're all just worried about Dexter, how he's going to react, because he's a big mama's boy. It'll be a real test for him for sure. Yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah, I've never been away from. I went on November. That's the longest. 2 nights. And that's the longest I've been away from my daughter.
Oh,
and my husband. I mean, we haven't.
Yeah. So it's gonna be,
so I'm
gonna be gone for like 3 weeks?
There at the. No, it's like 10 days.
10 days. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm staying there at they have a couple rooms that are available for family to stay at. But it's a room with like a single bed, like a hospital bed, basically, and a dresser. So I'm kind of going to scout things out because I've never been to this location and scout things out and see what. I mean, yeah, if we all went and had to, get a hotel room and stuff, it's going to be a lot pricier. So,
yeah.
You're scoping it out because you're moving back there? Is that what's happening? Or are you not?
Hell no.
No, wait, look at she got the salt.
I haven't been to Anchorage because like we lived in Fairbanks, right? And so drive south from Fairbanks. So, you would go down there occasionally. It's the big city. And so my dad, it's so funny, complains because it's so big. It's so big. He doesn't like it. It's just way too big. It's, whatever. It's like 300,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And I'm laughing and I'm like, okay, that's like less than. And then, I have Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga, like it's going to feel like a tiny town to me. The difference, it's just funny. But yeah, I haven't been to Anchorage. So my aunt lived in Anchorage and she got married there when I was 12, I think 10, 12.
So that's the last time you were
in
there?
grade 5 because I had crimped hair at the wedding. It was fabulous.
Everything's back now, so you should bring back the crimped hair.
Bring back the crimped hair. So that's the last time I think that I was like in Anchorage, like out and about in Anchorage.
Oh wow!
I was in 5th grade. So it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, of course, basically.
And then actually the last time I was in Fairbanks, I went and stayed with my aunt. I was 16. So.
Oh wow!
It's been a while. So that time I was also angry about that trip. So my parents were going on a tour. They were going to Africa safari.
Wow.
And they're going for 3 weeks. So 2 weeks in Africa and then a week in Israel on the way back. It was part of this tour they were going on with the church. You had to be 16 to go. I turned 16 while they were on the trip.
Oh, no.
January. And so my parents, they felt bad. And they didn't really want to leave me home alone at 16 for 3 weeks. So they got this brilliant idea that I should go stay with my aunt in Fairbanks in January.
I mean, this sounds okay to me.
Fairbanks is, I mean, that's going to be pretty snowy.
40 below.
Seems like you have some unresolved anger.
Look,
have you talked
Chris
to your parents about this?
Chris used to like
yes, they know. They know. I'm very upset about them moving there.
You see, Chris used to like his crimper too.
Good job.
I'm assuming it's Chris, not Steph.
I'm assuming, of course. The beard. You could try crimping the beard. That could be interesting. Or straighten. Have you ever tried straightening your beard? Is that a thing? Does anyone do that? No.
I wonder.
People do.
I bet you Thorhaven does that. He'd be out there like.
People do. I have like.
Thorhaven's like good right now, like Googling crimpers.
Where's Jesse?
Hey, Margie, how are you? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That, I mean, look, I'm not interested in going to Alaska, but we've got a cousin that's actually stationed in Anchorage right now.
Oh, okay.
And he's there for like 3 years, I think. And I keep telling him, I'm like, oh, Eric will have to go visit up there one day and see him while he's there.
You might not ever see me again if you send me up there.
You'll be back.
Go in the summer.
No, I want to go wintertime. I want the snow. That's what I want to see.
Oh, that's right. You're a weirdo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Just straightforward with it. Thank you.
Well, that's why I was talking to your mom tonight.
Still dealing with that unresolved anger.
Hi, I'm Headmart.
His mom came over tonight and she was like, yeah, she's like, well, we're going to be going on a trip. We're going to Arizona. And she's like,
wait, mom is?
Yes, they're going to Arizona in February.
Why do I not know this?
You know it now. They're going to Arizona at the end of February. And she says, I don't want to go to Arizona in February. I want to be here. I don't want to be 85 degrees in February in Arizona. She said, I want to be here. I was like, why? It's literally cold here. You should definitely want to go to Arizona. She's like, no, I want it to be cold. I was like, that's because you don't take care of all the ice bowls outside. You come over here and take care of the animals in the middle of February. And then tell me how much you like the cold weather. Cold weather is not good.
Yeah, I'd much rather be going to Arizona.
Beard stripping heat brush for men. Cordless beard.
They actually lived in Arizona for a brief period because my grandmother was there. And then they moved.
They like visiting there?
And then they moved to. Well, my grandmother moved to Arizona probably. Well, she passed away summer of 2020, but she'd lived in Arizona for probably a good 10, 15 years in just south of Sedona and Cottonwood.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's got his uncle lives there. They're snowbirds. So they live in Montana. His uncle and aunt live in Montana for the summer. Yeah. And in the winter, they come down here and live in Arizona. Yeah, there you go. And I'm like, that sounds amazing, actually. Yeah. That sounds amazing. You live in Montana in the winter. I mean, in the summer, you come down to Arizona in the winter. Like, that's perfect.
Like, backwards.
Yeah, I know I said it backwards, but
This is
like
terrible. Whose idea was this?
like Sandy, you know, she's like, I want to live in Wyoming in the summer and then go down to Arizona in the winter. It's
You
perfect.
could probably rent out Sandy's place in Wyoming while she's in Arizona.
Eric, you can go for
The
that.
Airbnb, yeah, Eric will go on up.
Sandy's Airbnb.
Yeah, we need to figure out about that. I did some traveling over to Arizona. It's beautiful, but there's certain places in life that to me I would not want to live, and I don't think Arizona would be the place for me.
Oh, I think it'd be so cool. I mean,
No,
I
it
haven't traveled
is.
any further west
It is
than
definitely
Texas.
It
This
is
is the farthest west I've been.
It is definitely beautiful. Like I said, you hit it at the right time of the year, you're good to go. But if you plan on living there full, around the year season,
Yeah.
Well, and it
Right.
definitely like there's different parts, right? Like some parts get cold. I have a friend that's there, and he's got snow in the
Yeah,
mountains
I
or
would think
whatever.
so. I would think that parts of Arizona gets cold, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
think
up in the mountains and stuff, they can get snow and they can get fairly
Yeah.
cold and stuff. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
oh no,
down
she's
in
not talking to
the.
Eric anymore. Sorry, Sandy.
She's not
Did I
going to
just
talk
tell
to
you out?
I love Arizona. See, I think it'd be so cool to visit there. He took one of the kids there, I think. Did you take one of the kids?
I've taken 2 kids there.
2 kids to Arizona. They've been through. I've been any further west than Texas. So.
Oh yeah, Nicole had a good video. She did a tour video last year. She released a video of that trip.
Ooh, that's nice.
I want to try the mimosa flights. So she had like a mimosa flight, and there's like cotton candy in the mimosa. I was
that's
like,
cool.
Yeah, that wasn't the highlight of the video. I'm just saying there was more to the video.
Yeah, Hickory Croft said it's hard to find a sweet spot, which is perfect all year round, and that's true. San Diego, is that what you said?
Diego.
Hawaii.
It's like 75 to 85 year round.
See, I feel like there's parts of Florida that would be nice too. Like
I love Florida.
Yeah, I feel like Florida is really nice. Even though it like rains like just about every day for like a hot minute. I mean, it's like a second. Like it rains and then it's done. That's fine. That's
man,
good.
It can't. When it rains.
And where?
Floods in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
When it rains, it's like, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It comes down for like a few minutes and then it's done. Like when we were there visiting in 2020, it rained. I think it rained almost every day we were there, but it rained like just briefly. It came down a big whoosh and then it was done. And I was
Cuba's
like
that. Cuba's like that when you go. It rains pretty much at least some point of almost every day.
Why did you visit Cuba? Just curious.
Why?
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, because it's cheap.
Oh, okay.
The best beaches, and it's a fraction of the price of going anywhere else.
I'm like, what's in Cuba that's appealing to people? Because I'm like, I don't know.
The warm
beaches?
weather.
Really?
1 year. So 1 year we got a screaming deal. $1,385 for a week for all 3 of us, all inclusive, taxes included, flight, everything, all in Canadian.
Wow.
So that's probably close to like $1,200 US.
So 3 people? That's pretty good
for a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's see. Sandy said right now it's 59 in Yuma, no snow.
To Florida, right? Yeah. Cuba, it's beautiful. It's a tropical island and it's huge. Like when you see it, the size of Cuba compared to like Jamaica and a lot of the other islands, like Cuba's huge. So I've never been to like Havana. I've gone to down by, actually not too far from Guantanamo, which is a little worrisome. You fly into Holguin and then you go to Cuernavaca. It's the beach area there. And then the last few times we flew into Playa Coco, and it's like up on still kind of on the East Coast, islands that are kind of up. Just if you see Moron, not Moron, Moron.
I'm looking at Cuba. I see Cuba.
And Playa. Yeah.
Oh, I see it over there. I'm looking at my map of Cuba in front of me. Like because it's the schoolroom, we've got a map on this wall, a map on that wall. So I'm like looking at the picture.
Can I tell you a funny map story?
Go for it.
Okay. So my mom, as I was saying, so she grew up in Juneau, Alaska, and she went to school there. And when she was in school, they would do like the, the whole Cuban Missile Crisis. There was like the Cold War. bomb threats. They would have these practices in school. So before she went to school, she was at home, and you hear about Russia and all this and that. And she always thought to herself, thank God we live so far away from Russia. Because she'd only ever seen a flat map. She'd never seen a globe. They don't have who has a globe in their house, right? So she said, like, when she went to school the first time. Okay, I'll wait till you take a sip.
No, not most people. No, we have a globe in our map. I mean, a globe in our house, but not a lot of people do.
I have one. We have one, but back in the 50s, a globe in their house. And yeah, so she said the first time when she went to school and the first time she saw a globe, she almost had a heart attack.
Oh, I bet. Oh my gosh.
How close.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of those Alaskan shows where they're in the boat or whatever, and they're like, we're right off the coast of Alaska, and right over there is Russia.
That's Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think that, but
Yeah.
Well, and there's a tiny island called Unalaska, which is a stupid name. But it's like it goes like the border goes like through.
wait a minute, it's a part
It's
of
like
Alaska?
right between. It's called Unalaska, but it's right on the border of like Russia, and it's the place where if the ice freezes over, occasionally it can make like a land bridge. But I believe the dateline, the international dateline goes. So that makes Alaska the easternmost state in the United States, as well as the westernmost state in the United States.
Ooh, that's a good trivia thing. I'm going to ask my kids that.
That is a good trivia thing, yes.
Ooh,
You ask them what's the westernmost state, if they get that one right, and then you ask them what's the most eastern state.
Is that are you talking about like the chain of islands at the bottom?
No,
those are the Aleutians.
it's up there
north more.
Yeah,
it's tiny. You might not even like see it on the map.
It's going to be like way up there.
I need to get me.
There's Unalaska, and then there's another name. Really hard to remember. I can't think what it's called right now.
My books just fell off. Oh my gosh.
Monica trying to be a smarty pants.
I pulled my globe off.
Grabbed the globe, and then about 4,000 books fell out of the book.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm too.
There's a group of islands there.
It's not going to be on my map.
Monica's getting to the nerdy.
There's another name though for the other little island. I think that it goes through, and I can't think of it off the top of my head.
When a kid visiting, what's it say? When a kid's visiting Florida, we stood in the middle of the street getting rained on. One half of our body wicked. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, there's the Unalaska thing. That's the reason why I won't move to Alaska. It's too close to Russia and China.
So it's like they did kind of they moved the date line. Like if you look on the line, it doesn't go straight down. It goes over, like around the Aleutians. Yeah. Yeah, it does. See, it goes over there. Yeah, around the Aleutian Islands. That's pretty cool though. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, and there's what's the other name of the other island there? Because where they're at in the senior home, there's 3 like retired nuns that actually lived on this little tiny island for like years and years. That was where they were stationed. I don't know what you call it when you send a nun somewhere. So they, and then one of them, I think, actually wrote a book about it or whatever. And then they read it out loud at the place. Someone was telling me some kind of whatever. Almanac? No. Yeah, I've seen that. I'm looking up right now too. I can't think of the Fox Islands. There's a girl that's on YouTube, and she lives on a little remote island in Alaska, and she does all these like little YouTube shorts. I watch her all the time. I can't remember where she's from though. Basically, like the island is named after her family though. Like she lives in it's a tiny little. Yeah, and her family like owns a like B&B Airbnb there or something. Oh, nice. They run this thing, and she lives there. I'm like, that's the coolest island. According to Jackie Saylor. When I was on shift at our comm center, we used to send creative messages towards our combi counterparts. Nuh-uh. That's crazy. The Fox Islands are a group of islands in the eastern Aleutian Islands in the United States. Fox Islands are closest to mainland North America in the Aleutian chain, just east of the Salmaga Pass and the islands of Four Mountains group. Oh,
That's crazy.
Diomede, little Diomede.
Oh, that's what Nicole said.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's what? Yeah,
Wait,
little
what?
Diomede, that little
Island?
Diomede Island. So if you look on the map, up at the top, like where Alaska and Russia are the closest,
Uh-huh.
there's little and it's the little tiniest one closest to the U.S. side, right off the Cape of Prince Wales.
I see that. Yeah.
That's
And it's
crazy.
called Diomede, yeah. And that's where these nuns there were stationed in this little tiny.
And
I
that's,
wouldn't even tell you what the shape of this.
is that the place where you said that if it
If you zoom
freezes,
in on it, you'll know why I'm
you-
laughing.
is that the place you said that it'll freeze and you can walk across?
No.
Yeah, up in the Bering Sea. Yeah. So that it creates, like, I guess back in the day that was where the land bridge was. But yeah, if it freezes through there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is so cool though.
But yeah,
Wait, you said the nuns lived on that?
that's where they were like stationed. Yeah. It's not stationed. I don't know what you
Well, yeah, that's where they're, I guess where they're
assigned.
Yeah,
They're,
there you go. Assignment probably sounds
Assignment?
better.
Yeah, for the convent or whatever.
yeah. So I don't know. And then like sometimes I watch, there's a TV show of a lady that lives all the way up
That's crazy.
in Point Barrow, which is like the northernmost part in the middle of nowhere. She has like the flights coming in and out. If you've ever watched some of her
Eric watches all those Alaskan shows, all the ones that
Point Barrow.
people.
That one's like on like the History Channel or whatever.
Yeah, Eric watches all those on the history.
Hello, Vineyard Farmhouse. How are you?
That's crazy though. That's so cool though that you. It's cool that you get a chance to go up there and do that, even though I know
So-
you're salty about it.
So my husband, like, he's never been up there and stuff. So he kind of gets sucked into watching some of these Alaskan shows or whatever. And so like we were laughing because we were watching like this and they were talking about the Army, US Army, special forces training for the world's most severe weather, and they're like up in Fairbanks and they have like these tents and they're like at, I think they were at Eielson Air Force Base and they're going on and on about this. And I'm just laughing and I'm like, oh, there go mom and dad. Because it's like basically right in the city. Like there's two bases and it's between like Fairbanks and North Pole the time.
yeah,
And so they're acting like here are these guys at this base, and they're acting like they're in the middle of nowhere and it's like so extreme temperatures, like only the hardiest can survive, and it's like,
and it's literally in
or
town.
my parents, driving by in their little car on the highway in the background.
It's like in town though, right? That would be like in the city.
Yeah, like you drive by it. Like
Yeah,
like it's not like it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's just funny.
yeah.
So there's a few bases up in Fairbanks and then there's some down in Anchorage.
Hey Joe. Joe says he loves that we have you on. We love that we have her on too. I'm happy she's
Joe.
on.
We want to also say hi to G Mama Grows.
Yeah.
And let's see, Heartway Farms. The Vineyard Farmhouse jumped in here.
A bunch of people coming in here.
Yep.
They were like, "What? They got Brampton Gardener on?
Yeah.
We're coming over."
Yeah, you missed all
Down
the
farther,
conversation.
yeah. It's down farther. But my parents lived south of Eielson, so they had to drive by there all the time. But yeah, it was just kind of funny.
Cool. That's cool though. Well, it's
Don't
funny
watch
when you-
any of those Alaskan movies with someone from Alaska.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
Ice Road Truckers. My dad was like, "What are they talking about? We drive that all the time." Acting like it's so intense or whatever. And he's like, "What the heck?"
Well, I think that, yeah, I get a kick out of that watching some of those Alaskan shows where they're driving cattle and the whole time, like every cow is moo, moo,
and they're mooing all the
moo,
time, and they're
the whole
yeah.
time, right? And I'm like, that would be like if they're in distress. What are they even doing right now? And then I started watching the cows, and the cows' lips are completely closed.
They're not mooing. They're not actually making sounds. They're just walking.
I'm like, this is some kind of soundtrack. This is a ripoff, man. This isn't even real.
well, they're really moving the cattle. They're just
So-
not making all those.
Fake mooing noises.
Yeah.
See if Eric notices. Wait a minute.
We're gonna start putting all the fake sounds in our videos
Yeah.
now.
We're gonna start having laugh tracks. We're gonna have animal noises.
Oh,
It's
not
gonna
the
be
laugh
great.
track. No. Dexter just wants heavy breathing.
Whoa.
It's so funny. He'll do that on the phone. mom, and she'll be like, "Hi, Dexter." So I hold the phone up to him, and all she can hear is, and I'm like, "Okay."
Like, well, that's enough of that.
Awkward. Yeah. She's like, "Well, it's good to hear from you too, Dex."
Which, by the way, it cracked me up yesterday when we were chatting and you said, "Shut up, Dexter." And I was like, I'm assuming she's voice texting me right now because she just said,
Yeah.
"Shut up, Dexter," into the phone. I was no good. I was just
Yeah, my bad.
laughing so funny. I was like, that's literally something I would do because I'm always voice texting or voice chatting with people. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Cows moo because they make such mooing sounds in order to communicate, interact with others, and also express their sentiments. Well, they don't moo that often. They moo their sentiments to say, "Bring us some hay." That's what they say.
Yeah. It's
Oh my
always
gosh,
about
it's-
hay. Yeah.
Oh, Teresa said it's the moving along soundtrack.
Yeah, this is interesting though with what Jesse's saying here because
It's true.
sometimes when we have issues with our calves, like for example, I pick them up, I move them, I get too close to the calf. Whenever they get back over to their mama, the mama will do this like deep growl and look at them like scolding them for being too far away from them or something. It's kind of
That's
funny
awesome.
to watch them do that.
What are you drinking, Monica?
Well, I was drinking water, but now I'm drinking some Lipton peach tea.
This is her new addiction.
Oh, I used to love peach Snapple back in like the 90s. Remember peach Snapple? Oh,
Well, here's the thing.
This is a new version of that for me.
I'm drinking pineapple sparkling water.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, some good aha.
It's some aha. Yeah. It's pineapple and passion fruit.
Ooh, that's one we haven't had before. We always have those in our fridge, but I decided I didn't want to burp on the live tonight, so I decided not to go for the sparkling water.
The watermelon lime's really good,
Mm-hmm.
and it pairs well with gin.
Well, they always make me burp whenever I drink them before I come on here, and then Eric is messing with me the entire time. I'm on here like,
Well,
I'm hitting the mute button.
because I'm drinking all the sparkling waters, and I'm just like
It
trying
happens.
to like, hold it in over here.
It happens. Kombucha. I love kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
Guava. Kombucha is my favorite.
Wait, did you say lava kombucha?
Guava.
Oh, I'm like, what? Oh, I've never made guava.
yes, lava.
Lava. I'm like, what kind
Everybody-
of fire kombucha is she eating?
Everybody eats
Very
lava.
hot.
No, I like to make the blueberry and we make blueberry kombucha, and then I've made ginger kombucha. He likes the ginger. I like the blueberry.
I like pretty much any of them.
Yeah.
Want to say hi to welcome to my Cape Cod life real quick
Hi.
because have they been in here before? I feel like I've seen them somewhere.
Maybe.
They've been here, right?
I think so. From you. See, we've seen him probably on her channel.
Oh, maybe that's where it was.
From my channel.
I
yeah.
did them on her channel earlier. Yeah. Cows that see a predator prowling about will moo loudly to alert the rest of the herd that danger is afoot.
Oh, that could be just polar bears everywhere. There's just bears everywhere. Oh, that would do it, Jackie. Yeah.
I just like peach schnapps, but then I threw up and don't like the smell of peach anymore. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing when we got sick at the end of November, beginning of December. I had made mention of this on one of Monica's vlogs that for some reason, moms always have the best plan put in place for everybody to get better quicker. But for some reason, when the moms get sick, all those rules go out the window and they just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so while I was forcing all the kids to keep hydrated with some good hydration powders and things like that, all natural stuff,
I was drinking that.
Monica's pounding the sugar-ridden like Lipton tea. You know, and
because it tasted good
and-
and I was trying to stay hydrated, and the stuff that I was feeding everybody else, the electrolyte stuff, didn't sit well with me. I didn't like it. I wasn't eating it or drinking it.
It was the energy C and what's it called? Emergency.
Oh, emergency. I was taking those.
That's not bad.
I was doing that to kids. That's not bad because I can do it in like a little tiny bit and I can like shoot it like a shot.
Yeah.
Put it in some ice cold water and we're all like doing emergency
Eat
shots.
it like Tang.
Yeah. So, and it's like fizzy, and I got the raspberry and then the vitamin C tangerine, all that good stuff. Boom. I can do that. I can do the elderberry tincture. I did all the good stuff. I just couldn't drink the electrolyte water because he was like, everyone drink electrolyte water. And I'm like, cool, not me. I couldn't do it. It would just
Coconut water.
We didn't have any coconut water.
No,
but
she was already hooked. There was no turning back.
I was drinking the iced tea, and you know what? It was good. And I
Well,
drank, and that was what was important.
And the downside was we did go to the doctor at some point for one of the kids, and I
tried to throw me under the bus.
A little snarky. I was like, would you say that it's better to drink hydration stuff? And the doctor was like, well, as long as she's drinking, or as long as they're drinking something.
As long as they're drinking something, that's what counts. I'm like, mic drop.
Better than nothing.
Boom. Hi, Teen Ladybug. Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Tea is also... So there's that.
It could be what?
Dehydrating.
Yeah, it can be.
So
but we were also drinking hot tea to try to loosen the like mucus and stuff up. So I'm kind of like, really, it's not any worse than that.
Well, if it's herbal tea, yeah, then it's good. And not a diuretic.
I might have to look at. I need to look.
It's not herbal tea.
I need to look to see if this is herbal tea. I don't think it is.
Probably black tea.
It is.
But she's okay now. She's okay now.
I'm good now. I'm just drinking this and enjoying that too.
Well, no, I just learned that she's a horrible patient.
Yeah, pretty much. Look, Benefiber mixed with strawberry Kool-Aid. That sounds like a concoction right there.
That sounds like you're going to be in the bathroom all night.
Why?
Do not take that before a flight. Just saying.
Why are they drinking? Real quick. Why is that a thing?
It's for when you're sick, maybe, huh? Hi, Hugo Homestead.
Well, if I'm sick, I don't want to be sitting on the pot all day long.
Maybe that's why you're sick.
Oh,
my
here
grandma,
we go.
Anyone was sick? Enema. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Anytime somebody says they feel bad here, I'm like, you should probably go poop.
You need an enema? Yeah.
If your belly hurts, your head hurts, you feeling gross, you're feeling cold,
yeah,
go poop. It's probably what it is.
Yeah.
You need to get one of those.
My daughter had a friend who would just like start crying if she had to go. Like, she would come home from school and I'd be like, oh, because we used to babysit her and stuff. And so the mom would be like, oh, she came home from school early today. Her stomach was bothering her. And I'm like, oh, no. Because, of course, I'm thinking at our house all the time. She's like, she just had to go poo. I was like, oh. So then one time we were at Costco and she was with us. And I'm full cart all the way at the back of the dairy section. She starts just bursts into tears. I'm like, what is wrong? My stomach hurts. We didn't hurts and whatever. And I'm like, oh my, like, I can't just like leave a cart full. Like, what do you do? Right. And I'm like, oh my God. She's probably about like 5 or 6. And I'm like, and then all of a sudden I was like, do you need to go poo? And she's like, I don't know, maybe. So I was like, okay, stay together, hold hands, go to the washroom. I will meet you there. Do not leave from the washroom. So I'm like freaking out. Go to the car. They're there. Are we going to go have lunch?
We're empty. I'm empty now. Let's fill up.
I don't know if like it freaked her out, the sensation. I don't know if it was painful.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I don't know. But I'm like, thank God I knew that. Because I would have just been like, need to get the squatty potty. I have a squatty potty. Thank you. Love my squatty potty and my bidet. I could talk all night about my.
Whoa.
I thought about, I've seen people talking about.
And you'll ask my husband, he will say that is the best purchase we have ever made in our life.
See, I have actually.
Did you buy it on Amazon?
We did.
You can buy one on Amazon. I have seriously been looking at that.
Stop.
I've been looking at bidets. You need to tell me which one you got. You need to give me an Amazon link or something because seriously, that's
get the dual one. So there's some that just do the spray in the back, and then they have like one that's like has the female one, and it's like more like a water fountain. It comes up towards the front, and honestly.
See, I feel like that's the best idea.
When I went, so we've had them for years now. We've had them for probably about 5 or 6 years. My husband, we bought one, and then like the next day he bought 2 more for the other bathrooms. And she's gonna love me for. Unfortunately, she doesn't know. She doesn't. I said no names. No names were said.
Yeah. She protected the innocent.
The model with the dog.
No, not the model.
It was
my daughter.
It was her friend. Her friend, not my daughter. Her friend.
The model with the dog's friend.
No. Yes. My friend. Yeah. My daughter's friend. Let me clarify that. She'll be like, what? Yes. Next day. And honestly, like when I went to the sewing retreat in November, it was like 2 days without, and I was just like, I had to take a shower. I was like, this is I don't know. Like, how do you know when to stop? You just like you can go on forever, it seems sometimes. And it's like, no.
Jen says this is all too much information.
Well, in case anybody's looking for a good bidet.
But make sure it's the dual purpose one.
You get the dual purpose one.
Don't get the single.
And then with the dual purpose one is you can adjust both of them, kind of, you can find the sweet spot. Yeah.
Right there. I'll have to give away a bidet as a prize for Sunday Fun Day someday.
You should though. You should. Yeah, it's amazing. Like so we got it and people were like, oh, that's weird. So we had my daughter's birthday party, and so everyone of course wanted to try it out. And 2 of my friends went and ordered one that night. She was like, yeah. And my one friend, she bought them for all the bathrooms. She's like, never not gonna have a bidet.
That is the coolest thing, honestly.
I'm freaking out about my trip. I'm like, can I get like a portable one? Like,
I bet you can find one on Amazon.
Like the magnet, to.
Yeah, well, Monica had one of those when she had a baby. We had to
yeah. I gotta try to get one of those before I leave.
And you'll be putting an ad out there. Anybody that just had a baby recently, if you have one of those squeeze bottles, I'd like to have it.
Please and thank you.
I like this. Hey. I like this version right here.
The garden hose bidet.
Just get the hose out there, squirt it down.
Yeah, not in the middle of winter. I can't turn my hose on until May, Eric.
Yeah, we're goats wazzing all over.
Just get a pot and start splashing. Then I guess.
There you go, Jesse. They have a dual wash.
Yeah, see, Jesse has the dual wash nozzles.
Yeah.
Zombie prepper, how are you? You're never late.
Especially if you have kids and they're like potty training, like. It was amazing. I am selling my daughter out here, but we had like, as soon as we got it, we did not have any more quality control checks.
Pressure house or what? I'm just thinking.
Yeah, but the
I wish I would have had that for like all these boys.
The problem is though
scrubber
that
mode.
you don't know how to act when you don't have all these amenities.
Abigail, she said, "What did I just come into?"
Yeah.
We're gonna get a bidet for the bathroom, Abigail, so everybody can have bidets.
Well, it's very common in Asian homes to use like they'll have like a pitcher, like a watering can type thing, and they actually use that to rinse.
See? Yeah. Bottle with a squirt nozzle, portable bidet. Yeah. No.
I'll be in there with like
whoa.
Sprayer.
Whoa.
Thank you for throwing in elderly. I appreciate that.
I know, I'm dead.
Wow.
I'll be like on the airport. I'll be on the airplane. My bidet doesn't fit in the sink. Can you fill this up for me? I'm sorry, ma'am. You can't go through customs with that water. Oh, but it's for my bidet.
I'm gonna need an extra cup of water, by the way. They're like, ma'am, would you like soda, water? You're like,
oh, no, not sparkling.
I need 2 cups, 1 sparkling, 1 regular.
I don't think I would want to use sparkling. That would be an experience.
See, look, Jen says you get a bidet and you get a bidet. Bidets for everyone.
Exactly.
Clean heinies all over the internet. That's what I'm saying.
You just feel so fresh, and especially for women, a certain time of the month.
Freshen it up.
Game changer. Absolute game changer.
Squatty potty and bidets. That's the things. We're gonna have to change things up in the new year. Like these are
your squatty potty to help it come out, and then you use the bidet
to clean it out.
Take care of it. Yeah.
Clean it off.
And like we don't have like they have fancy ones that have like the air drying one.
What?
We don't have that.
Air drying?
They have like a little blower. Yeah.
These are all these 2023 goals right here.
Yeah.
Eric's gonna flip out if I get a bidet and hook it up in there. Look, Nicole, I took away for a minute.
It's like actually like a little hose, a little miniature shower hose. Oh, like you're surprised. Nicole, really? You're not surprised.
Baron Force just walked into a whole
like 15 minutes to install. It just installs right under your toilet seat. You put it right back on. You just tap into the water line. And if you have
just
kids that you're worried about, off valve.
Oh.
can you just tap right into the actual
The water
tank?
line.
That'd be
No,
easier.
no, the water line coming out the back of the tank.
Yeah, see?
Oh, no. I already see it.
Zombie Prepper say he's going to bed. Never mind.
People are going to be complaining about how cold it is. And
did you see? Wait, did you see?
You can get, like they say, oh, you can get the warm water one and the cold one. It doesn't matter because, I mean, honestly, like you turn it on and it's like 1001, 1002 is usually all you're using, right? Unless it's.
I don't know why.
Jake has a real question though. How do you know it's clean if you got to dry it and you missed a spot? Then what?
You dry with toilet paper. So if you missed a spot, you'll be like, oh, gotta go back.
See, there you go.
Well, don't believe it. She is not innocent.
Yeah.
Lies.
And Lazy Day had Jesse says the US is about the only country left that still uses toilet paper. All other countries use bidets. I mean, what's going to happen?
Down on our toilet paper consumption by so much. Honestly, like during COVID, when like there was the toilet paper crisis, it was just like everybody should be getting a bidet instead.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. The cold water doesn't affect you. You get used to the cold it right there.
Who said that?
Jesse said that it doesn't affect it, and then
no,
Jake
it doesn't. Like it happens, and it comes out so fast. And the water is in the water that's used. Like you turn it on, and it's like 1, 2, 3 at the most. I mean, 5 seconds, 10. Like if there's been, if you had that concoction and a fiber and.
Yeah, if you're drinking Benefiber and Kool-Aid,
you might need
extra seconds.
But like the water is coming through at a pressure, it's coming through the lines, right? So it doesn't matter if you've tapped into the cold line or the hot line, it's room temperature because the lines are in your house and they're already warm, right? Like you would literally have to have for like probably a minute. You know how like when you turn on your water to hot, how long it takes for the hot to come in?
Yeah,
because that cold's others sitting in the line, and it's the same when you want to get cold. Sometimes it takes a while for it to get cold. It's the same thing. The water's sitting in the lines; they're insulated in your house. Sure, whether you're using it, pay more to tap into the hot water or not, you're basically getting the same temperature of water, and it's fine. It's refreshing. Well,
here's the thing:
like the only time is occasionally, like if it's like minus 30. And you're like the third person that uses it wakes you up, but it's not. It's literally a couple of seconds. Like I don't understand these people. Are big wusses.
You know what? Jesse made a good point. The difference is the use of the paper. Instead of 4 wipes, you'll use 1 or 2 just to save paper.
Dry. Yeah,
it's just the dry. It's not about the wiping and the wiping and the wiping and the wiping and the. Little kids are ridiculous with toilet paper.
Yeah, and there are certain times of the month where you go through an unnecessary amount, and this just every time you go, because you guys don't like it's not the same. They don't use toilet paper the same.
Oh,
they don't have the same bathroom.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. What are the 2 fastest things in the world? 1 sheet, 1 finger.
Oh no. Oh
no. I got a pucker reflex. Sorry. Well.
See, right there, Jen. Jen's got it right there. She's got little kids. I'm getting a bidet just for them because little kids.
I'm telling you right now, 100%. Do it. We were like, oh my God, I wish we'd had this sooner. Because nothing ruins your evening more than you're watching a TV and someone comes out and bends over. Did I get everything? It's like, oh.
Wait, how old are you? You only have 1 daughter, right?
I'm saying this is back in the day.
That's exactly how it is
back
too.
In the bidet. That's how it is. Yeah.
So my little boys will come out and I'll be like, did you wash your hands? Yes. Did you wipe right? Yes. Let me make sure.
Quality control checks. Yeah. You have.
There's always quality control check. And because 6-year-old needs a little help sometimes. And you're like, no, sir. Go back in there.
If you have a problem with hemorrhoids, if you have a problem with things like colitis or IBS or anything like that puts you in the bathroom more often and you're kind of sensitive down there.
Yeah, it's a better idea.
It's a lifesaver.
See,
it's cooling as well, right?
It makes sense. He's still talking about flimming their poop.
Charles, please. Oh, I did not need to know that.
The Romans used to what in the world? No. No. Oh no. Oh, Jen's dead. She's done. Jen, Nicole Smith, they're done.
You're welcome for having me on and ruining your life.
Well, we've talked about ranch candy for dogs. We've talked about bidets for
We've been all over the
people,
place.
adults, and children alike. It's all good stuff right here.
Well, and like where my parents ran the senior home, I'm like, all the senior homes should have it.
Yeah, they actually
right?
probably.
Like if they can't wipe themselves, like who wants to do that?
I feel like it actually would be better for the spread of some of those germs and stuff.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like it's just
yeah,
stuff going in the wrong area. Yeah.
Oh
just
my goodness.
Flush it out. Flush it out.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I don't even.
Zombie Prepper said hovering.
But honestly, like I think everyone should have one. I've been a huge proponent about bidets. I post Facebook all the time. At least I used to, like when we first had it, but any different groups I'm in, but especially, with the paper shortage and all this and that. Do you know it takes like 500 gallons of water to make one roll of toilet paper or something stupid like that? It's ridiculous how much water it takes to make a roll of toilet paper.
That's crazy.
50. I don't know. 500 seems like a lot. I don't know. Jesse's on it already.
Anne said Eric's lost all control here. Jen said it's chaos.
It's okay. Eric's control was only a figment of his imagination.
I mean, look. It's just interesting how willing people are to talk about shooting water up in the places that shouldn't be.
It's just the crack.
It should be.
Oh boy.
It should be, but it should be.
Yeah.
It should be what?
Disgust.
Water should be in there, not just drying it. You're just taking it and smearing it somewhere else, and then.
That's true. And then if your kid's a high wiper, then they've smeared it way up. That's the thing.
You can't wear low-rise jeans anymore. Yeah.
It could be really bad. The monkeys at the zoo throw it at the visitors. I've been to the zoo lots of times, and I've never had monkeys fling poo. I've never seen that happen.
You can adjust the pressure. There's a pressure valve. You can adjust like how it just goes on slowly, like whoa, back it down a little. Yeah.
Where's LG Homestead for all this good conversation? I'm missing her tonight. She would have liked this conversation for sure.
Here's the thing though. I can see it now.
To resolve.
If we no, okay, yeah. All right. See, the thing is this
bidet will end skid marks forever. See? There.
Here's the thing. If I bought one of those things and put them in here, it would start out very innocently like, oh yeah, it's great. And then after being in here for like a month, then it would be like the pressure's too high, the pressure's too low.
No, you adjust it when you turn it on.
You adjust it
turn
yourself.
it on, you go from low to high.
I would not
it as they use it.
We don't have any heat back there.
I know it takes a long time to get heat back in our bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't need heat.
Yeah, it'll be fine
by the time heat would get there.
Yeah, it'd be totally fine.
And
really?
It's not long enough to even notice it down there. You don't notice.
And you don't put it in. You don't put it in anywhere. You just on the outside. That's it.
Well, you wanted an enema, but that's a different story altogether.
Does it have that option too for anybody that may be wondering?
Not
anybody that's trying to get like a colonoscopy or something?
That's just
it depends on how much pressure you're
considering it. Well, if you turn the pressure way up, I mean
if you turned it way up, and it's, I guess,
just don't
recommend. Do not recommend.
Sensor.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's so bad. See, Jesse says you have full control over the water pressure.
Yeah.
Jesse's really he's
liking him today.
Once you tried it, when there's no going back.
Yeah,
he's all in.
When doing the do only water involved should carry the bill away.
My not here, but my husband have a bidet. You're dirty. If you haven't just taken a shower, I'm sorry. He goes.
Was he like on board when you were like, hey, honey, we're gonna get a bidet?
It was his idea.
Oh, it was his idea.
It was his idea. And actually his brother has IBS and has a lot of stomach problems and issues like that. And so he bought him one. It was like game changer for him because he would get very sore. From all the wiping, Yeah.
Well, see, now it's probably not gonna work out for us down here in Texas because we have water shortages every now and again.
You think that's gonna be a bad idea?
And then our
For the day.
septic's going to overflow.
No, like it's like, shh,
Yeah.
like you're not like running the water. Like it's
Well-
maybe a tablespoon of water comes out at a time when you're using it. Like it's not.
Troy says this conversation
I-
stinks. Oh my.
They love it, Joe. I've had several people buy one because of ours, or at least then.
See?
We had one incident with a little girl didn't know what it was, and she turned it on standing, and all of a sudden, it was like a fountain.
Well, there you go. See, look, Ryan said I bought my friend a bidet as a joke, and now him and his wife love it. See, right there.
Yep.
What if somebody misuses it as a water fountain?
That's weird.
If you have a dog, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, he's calling you. I'm from Texas. We don't have any water shortages.
It's a good way to get pink eye. But no, people come over and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's the bidet. You can try it if you want." And you'll hear it sometimes. Some people will be like, "Oh." Well, that was refreshing, but
That's pretty awesome, though. Well, it's kind of neat to know that people are interested.
Try
in
it. And if you buy it on Amazon and you don't like it, you can return it.
That's true.
But you won't.
See,
You'll love it.
You need to just do a little review, but not really a review. But you have to be like, this is what we have, and this is amazing, and you should get one. Here's a link.
I don't want to show people my bathroom.
Yeah, well, I agree. I'm the same
You'll
way.
be picturing it. You're like, oh.
You have to do the extra room, like not your actual. You just do the spare bathroom. Like if you have an extra bathroom where other people use, that's what you have to show.
Do you have one in every one of the restrooms there?
Yep.
See?
Oh, you're all in too.
There you go. Brampton Gardener, next video, 1 million. How to use the bidet.
Wow.
Dexter.
Demonstration. Yeah, don't tell Dexter out of it. No problem. He loves drinking out of the hose. Yeah.
Not pink eye, maybe brown. Okay, so I wanted to ask you because, I know you're buying seeds and you're looking at plants and all that
Wait,
stuff.
are you shifting gears?
I'm shifting gears here real quick.
Oh, we're getting back on track.
We're going to get back on track for a second. My sphincter washer.
This is the second time that he's put this.
There's a lot of bidets out there. That might be the one they have that he likes. Okay, so question for you. So with the new season coming up, with all the new gardening things and all the new stuff, I know, right? Get it together. What are you the most excited about planting this coming season? Like if you thinking about what are you the most excited about actually putting in the ground? I know you said you're putting something in the ground before you leave, but what is your most exciting thing you're excited about using this year?
Most exciting thing probably this year are the micro tomatoes. So I've grown Tiny Tim the last 2 years, but this year 4 or 5 micro tomatoes that I'm starting. So
what does that mean, micro? Like how small is that?
They get between 12 to 18 inches tall. And there's one that's 8 inches. Like the plant gets this tall and it just produces tons and tons and tons of fruit. Like my Tiny Tims got about 8, as many cherry tomatoes off of them as I did off of my 12-foot indeterminates. They put out so much. And I was eating off of them by March because I can start them early because I can keep them in the house because they don't go crazy nuts. And then last year I grew several dwarf tomatoes last year. Favorite tasting one was the chocolate Tasmanian. And I grew that one for the MIG grow off. And that one was like a regular size tomato. And that one got to be about 3 to 4 feet. And that one did really well. And, but yeah, so I expected all dwarf, super tiny, not realizing Tiny Tim is a micro dwarf. So dwarf can be anywhere. I think it's anything that's less than 5 feet. So I'm growing orange hat tomatoes. Thank you very much, Heavenly Hills. Nice. Yes, I have orange hat. I have Bahaha, Anka. Nicole should know because she was looking at the list too. I sent her a picture because she wanted some, so I sent her a few seeds. And I can't remember. Some of them I had never heard of before. I hadn't heard of any of them. A lovely lady on YouTube, sent them to me last spring.
The Tiny Tim?
A few things. And gardening with Jane. She's like, "Oh, can I send you a few tomato seeds?" And I'm like, "Sure." And she sent me 30.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. So I did post her link in my community tab, so you can go and check her channel out. And she's got some amazing tomato videos from last year, like amount of tomatoes. And she has one whole video on her micro dwarfs. And so I'm really excited about them. We got some comedians in the chat.
I think it's 4.9 actually and shorter.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. And then I ordered a lot of pansies. I'm excited to try and I want to do my garden beds a little different next year, do some drifts, kind of do more motion down. I had focused a lot on cut flowers, and then that wasn't working because I just can't get the filler. So now I think this year I'm focusing more on the bedding flowers, the bedding plants. I have
just because they're prettier. Is that why you're wanting to do the bedding ones?
Well, in like the landscape on the hill.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I want to make that. I wasn't too happy with how it ended up last year. I just had so much that came back on its own. And so I was just like, oh, I might as well see what happens. And I need to plan it out better. And then I have those 2 huge containers that I got. They're like 3 feet in diameter, like the plastic terracotta pots. Those are huge. So that's going to be fun to plant up with some big, in my head, I've pictured giant canna lilies. And then in each pot, 2 of the elephant ears, because my husband doesn't know where he put them. And then fill it in with like petunias and drapey stuff. So I'm excited to make those up nice and pretty. And then some peppers. I can't remember what peppers I have, but I do like I think I had a new one. Oh yeah, I want to try the I got the habanada. I'm excited to try that.
The habanada?
Yeah, it's like the not hot habanero.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was going to be like the non-spicy habanero. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that one because I do cook, some, and so you got to throw that in there, and then it can be really hot. So it can be too hot for the kiddo sometimes, and so it's nice to get that flavor. So you can just use one habanero and then a couple of those to get the nice flavor.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Berries crazy. Well, I haven't tried berries crazy. I tried the Brad's Atomic Grape. I honestly I wasn't over the moon of that one.
Well, I'm thinking about a couple. My goal was to put stuff in the ground this year, but in the garden, obviously, but I'm actually thinking about trying to really utilize the greenhouse in the next few weeks. I'm going to start some seeds inside, but I'm so afraid to put it in the greenhouse because it's not hot out there, not hot enough. It's not warm enough yet. I feel like it's still very extreme out there in the greenhouse because we don't have.
If you have like a greenhouse that's not heated, time it can get really nice and hot, but at nighttime you're looking at maybe 2 degrees warmer than outside.
Yeah, it's just that's the thing.
So unless you have some heat sinks in there that can maintain the temperature, like if you have like some big buckets of like big black buckets of water that heat up, kind of help to provide more heat through the night. It's called a heat sink, things like that.
That's a good idea.
Things like that. But like the best thing to do is just to get a cheap portable like thermometer that you can check from your phone, and then just keep it out and it will track. You can see. I mean, they're cheap now. You can buy them, and I think you can get them at the dollar store. And then so you can just kind of keep an eye through the night and see where, the outside temperature is this, the inside temperature is this. When are we ready? You'll be addicted to checking this. You'll wake up at like 3 a.m. to pee, and you'll. Because we have them for the greenhouse, right? When we set ours up in March, it's just a small 6x6 ATV storage thing that we converted to a greenhouse by covering it with Super 6 vapor barrier in there and fans. So we're always checking the temperature. It's like obsessive because you want to make sure if the power gets tripped or something and then the heater goes off, we could lose everything that's in there.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to figure out how I want to balance this out. He got me a thermometer a couple years ago for the greenhouse last year, I guess, or the year before. And
2 Christmases ago.
2 Christmases ago. And
Remember you didn't like it?
Yeah, no, because you hyped it. He like way hyped it up. He was like, Here's your gift. You're gonna love it. You didn't know you needed this, but you need
I never
this
said
gift.
that.
He literally
I never
hyped,
said that.
he hyped this gift so much. He
Oh,
handed me this gift, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this is. And I like peeled it open, and it's like this big wall thermometer.
Is it like the weather station?
No,
Like the little mini. Oh,
it's not digital. Nothing's digital.
No.
It's all just like slap it on the
But-
wall of the greenhouse. He's like,
No,
Oh,
it's,
so you can see the temperature in your greenhouse.
it's a temperature. It's a humidity. I think it has the
Okay, yeah.
barometric
It has the
pressure.
barometric, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
does anyone know what barometric pressure does? All I know is it gives me a headache, but
yeah, no, I don't
I don't
know
know how
what.
to read one.
I just know that it's really a nice white
It's attractive, yes.
circle, like this big.
You know what? I'm going to take it out and put it in my garage.
No, you're not. I need it for my greenhouse. I need to know what the temperature is when I open the door.
Well, then
And I'm like, yep, it's 100 degrees. And I
you-
shut the door.
Yeah.
You
Well,
need
you
to be
need to
more
get the
Christian.
electric ones. Yeah, you can buy them pretty cheap. I think we have one. It comes with it's like got a little screen, and it comes with 4 little ones that you can put throughout.
Well, I
So
might
we
just
just
have to
keep
get,
one in
I
there.
might just, instead of getting the electric one, because I don't want to step on his toes, maybe what I'll do now is get like a little camera and position it on the thermometer that's in there. And then I'll just check the camera like a baby screen, like a baby
Until it
monitor.
plugs up.
Like that way,
I will.
that way I don't have to
Get an
install.
anti-fog camera.
That's what I'm gonna do. And then I can be like, boom, there's the thermometer. The thermometer's right there, right there.
Well, I just want to mention that I did look at the digital one
Mhm.
where you could read it, but the problem is the greenhouse is too far away.
Oh,
Okay, smarty pants.
I'm just saying, I can. Well,
For Wi-Fi, it's too far for Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I mean, it would be too far for Bluetooth, but
but for Wi-Fi,
It's just the one that connects. I don't know what you want to call it, but
I'm not,
no, it's not.
I'll look on Amazon,
Okay.
and then we'll get it, and we'll do a
no, I'm
review.
a bad influence. And then order the bidet while you're at it, and then you get free shipping.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
So
Lux
help
Bidet
me.
NEO
So
185
help
right
me.
now. That's
No,
one
you're
that
not.
Jesse has.
No.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Jesse's living high on the hog.
That's
much
not
is that one?
hard.
I'm looking at the one Jesse's got. It's not real expensive.
No, they're
not
usually
your
probably
baby.
between 40, 50 bucks.
Well, the one, if you get,
It might have
depending
gone
on-
up since we bought ours, but
Well, if you get the rose gold one, it's going to be like 45. But if you get the blue
Okay.
one, it's a little more expensive. But if you just get the plain white one, you can get it for $36 shipped to your house and everything by Saturday.
amen.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
It's 64% off.
No.
It's 64% off.
No.
There's nothing wrong.
Do it.
Oh,
It's been authorized. I've authorized you. I
we
give
got
you
a $50 gift card from my dad for Amazon for Christmas. That means this would be free.
Well, no, half of that is mine.
So then it would only be $15 because I can spend $10 because I can spend $25 of that towards the bidet.
I just want to go back and say that about the
Okay, but
greenhouse.
if it doesn't come out of your half, you don't get to use it.
Yeah, no using it for
I don't
home.
want to use it.
You'll want to use
Oh,
it.
you'll want to use it. When she comes out and there's like sparkles coming off. So
Sparkle
clean.
coming off of her booty. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Because I use spray glitter.
Like
Has nothing
glitter.
to do-
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the
Glitter.
cleanliness. I spray glitter in my butt before
Oh,
you look
yeah.
at it.
So clean. Yeah.
Wait,
That's a yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah.
do it, Monica.
Yeah.
Reaper jelly. Yeah, I sold over 3 cases of Reaper jelly. Told them each I'm not held responsible. Those people should have bidets if they're
Yes,
going to
you
be
should,
eating
you
that
should
Reaper
give them a
jelly.
link to a bidet in the purchase of those.
Yeah, for sure. Reaper
Yes,
jelly.
think of the money you will save on toilet paper. Aim. The sparkle pants. Oh, that's a great nickname for you now.
Miss Sparkle Pants.
Wait, you're wearing pants on the bidet?
No,
I knew I was thinking that too. I was like, I'm not going to go there. Oh, yeah.
think of the money you'll save. Are we still in the greenhouse or in the outhouse? We went back to the outhouse very briefly, but we're still talking about the greenhouse too. I already got the bidet. Look, Jen's already on it. She said, I hope that wasn't affiliate link. I put back 3 pounds of Reapers after all my candies. Oh my goodness gracious.
No.
Barry said he's really upset he's going to have to get rid of his low-rise jeans now.
Get the bidet and you can bring them back.
Yeah. Bringing back the low-rise jeans. Every chat goes to the pot these days.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, see, Jen's going to do the review. She's going to be like, new review.
Yes.
Bidet.
Tag me.
Yeah. Yeah. And then put the affiliate link out there, Jen.
It's
People
under
will-
$40. You don't need Eric's permission.
I'm always called glitter crafting herpes. Eric, if her butt sparkles, you might have to worry. Yeah, because glitter is everywhere.
Bidet to foam.
Yeah. If you eat the Reapers, switch the bidet to foam.
Then you will appreciate the cold water. You'll like drain it to get to the cold water.
Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh, this is so funny. Oh my goodness.
Zombie prepper. I feel so low class because we have no bidet. Well, you know what? You're a prepper. You should have run out of toilet paper, right?
Yeah,
like
run out of
don't
toilet
have
paper.
to store as much toilet paper now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yes, exactly, Jesse. Exactly.
Yeah.
Is there are certain times and like it's like when do you stop? Like you just call it? Like
yeah, that's true.
Like how long are you gonna be in there? Like how
Yeah, it's true. And this one right here that he recommended has an 18-month warranty.
Oh
there you
my
go.
So something happens.
This is
and
ridiculous.
just you just call a plumber and have him install it and
I don't need a plumber. He can install it. He can do it.
Here we go.
I'm waiting for him to be like, wait a minute.
Here we go. This is where it starts. We can't get the garage door fixed, but doggone it, we can get something to shoot some water against our.
I can.
It's called cleanliness. It's called cleanliness.
Come on, this the third time we've come back to this topic. It's the third
time we've come back to this topic.
My
gosh.
Well, we were talking about all the growing stuff too.
Yeah, we were talking about greenhouses, and then you got off on your turd talk.
It's simple and so even Eric can do it. Round the bowl, new chat room right there. Oh, hey, Possum Run, how are you? Just being a fly on the wall.
You could do a giveaway on the around the hay bale.
Yeah, I need to talk to Casey about this.
Casey needs one. He'd love it.
He probably would. I have to call him and be like, I'd be like, hey,
the farmhouse.
He is so bougie. I'm gonna be like, you need a bidet in your bathroom that you have now in your 100-year-old farmhouse.
Yeah.
Every 100-year-old farmhouse needs a bidet.
For sure.
Right there. All the people that did the Pocky chip challenge, they're gonna need it.
For sure.
Troy said, better to be a fly on the wall then. Well, Oh my goodness. Well, I will say I'm going to be trying some dwarf varieties. I'm going to be probably
we're back on vegetables.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to vegetables real quick. I'm going to be looking into that this year because I think that's kind of neat to be able to try to grow into pots because I really want, we're talking about pots again, but I really want my mother-in-law, I want to be able to start some things and then have my mother-in-law be able to have some stuff on her back porch. And I thought it would be really cool if the dwarf varieties might be something that she could handle a little bit better because I know that she tried to do some stuff on her, on her backyard before, like on her little back porch area. But I feel like the dwarf varieties would be better to have something like that for her. I married one of the dwarf varieties. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but you're pretty tall. Okay, Troy.
And especially if you go with like the micro dwarfs, then like, where you're at, you could probably, like I sent him to listen, this is something you can put in a pot on your front porch.
Yeah.
And then, like if you get down, you get cool, overnight for a couple of nights, just bring it in, because you can grow it in a pot. It doesn't have to be in the ground. I think like the Tiny Tims, you can grow it in, I think they say like an 8-inch pot. I grew 2 in a 10-inch and they did amazing.
I just changed the topic, Eric.
Yeah.
Right there. And we just had
the conversation of the tomatoes.
Yeah, went to the different stuff. Dwarf bidet flies. Now that's a conversation.
I think those are called fungus gnats.
Fungus gnats, yup. How tall are you? Troy, I feel like you're a tall guy. I don't know. 6 foot, 6'2", 6'1". You think he's a short guy?
It's hard to tell on when you're about,
I feel like camera. He's a taller guy. I feel like he's like Eric's 6'1". You're 6'1". Yeah, I feel like you're probably about Eric's height. So I feel like that's tall. I mean, it's taller than me. I'm 5'3.5". So I'm
Sydney's taller than you are.
Yeah. Well, Abigail's taller than me. I think my 14-year-old is probably taller than me now. So yeah, they're
she's like just a smidge under 5'5".
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
If you run the garden, there you go. If you run the plumbing just right, you can fertilize the garden like in Asia.
There
Tiny
you
Tim
go.
popcorn. Yeah, Tiny Tim, the YouTuber, is not tiny.
No.
Tiny Tim, the plant, is.
Yeah. Yeah. The Tiny Tim pot porch. I don't think so. No, Troy's not 5'11", is he? I mean, it's not short. Shorter would be
He's 5'13".
5'14". Oh, okay, so because we're getting close to our time, but before we
Yeah,
go,
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
We've been all over the map, literally.
I did want to, bless you, say, if I'm too young, then you may get good Christmas presents. Well, I was excited because I got these things. So Eric can't eat eggs, but I didn't know that there was egg in this little thing that I just got. And I ordered these like marshmallow. So we like different kinds of sweets. I like sweets. We ordered this marshmallow fluff recently, and I've been like snacking on it. And I wanted to show everybody because I thought it was really cool. And I put it on my store the other day because I was like in love with it. So, marshmallow fluff is just like a smooth marshmallow. And I saw you were making, you made the popcorn balls. I can't eat popcorn anymore because my teeth just won't handle it because I've got like a cap and stuff. So, needless to say, I saw you with the marshmallow and I was like, "Oh, I bet you that would make good." Look, this marshmallow fluff is by this.
Yeah.
It is literally like, it is so soft. Look at that. It has all these like different things in it. This marshmallow fluff is so good. I was eating it. It's literally got chocolate in it. And
I thought it was ice cream, like you said, marshmallow fluff. But then I was like, that's got to be. I saw it on the stories, and I was like,
so it literally, this one in particular is my favorite. It has edible chocolate chip cookie dough, gluten-free chocolate covered pretzels, pecans, and salted caramel sauce for like a salty and sweet. It is so good. I've literally just been eating it like little like spoonfuls at a time. Like I just eat
egg in it.
It does. It does.
Egg white. It's egg whites with the marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't think about that. So I went and looked at it. It's got the non-high fructose corn syrup. I don't know, whatever, but pure cane sugar, and then it has pasteurized egg whites. And I'm like, oh man. But
you could make some with the duck egg whites.
I wonder. But I was like, sorry, Eric, this is really good. I was eating it.
You can make marshmallows in a stand mixer.
Oh my goodness.
Make marshmallows, yeah.
Yeah, I would have to try to do that. Well, he can eat regular marshmallows. It's just this is like different fluff.
It looks like there's quite a few people that are not into
marshmallow.
Fluff.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I took cookies and dipped it in there last night. It would be really good with like apple slices.
I grew up, my parents had a health food store when I was little. So like there was no way. Like peanut butter, no sugar added, nothing like this, right? So I would go to my aunt's house and like beg for Jif. Like that was like, oh, I can get a Jif. So I remember one time she had a Jif and marshmallow fluff sandwich on Wonder Bread.
Oh, you went white bread, sugar, and peanut butter.
It was amazing. You couldn't open your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Well, I took my spoon. I had a little spoon earlier, made myself some coffee, and I literally just took the spoon and used the spoon to stir the coffee, and it was just enough sweetness. Yep. It was really good. It was yummy.
I just like how she always buys desserts that I can't eat.
No, I don't always buy desserts you can't eat. I bought Oreos for you. See? You can eat Oreos.
Yeah, but you're trying all these new delicious little things.
I didn't know it had, marshmallow cream and graham
crackers. You have to do these tricks, though. We were kids. Anytime we would go out to eat, if she wanted to order a pop, she would order Sprite or 7-Up. And we just thought it was water. So we didn't know. Yeah.
Oh no.
Or like when we would go out when I was a kid, when I got old enough to like be able to, order my own or whatever. Pepper or Mountain Dew because everyone else hated them. So that I wouldn't have to share it. Oh, do you want some? Oh, you don't like Dr. Pepper? That's so weird. How did I not? I can't remember that. Yeah. So sometimes it's like, certain choices you would make simply because you didn't have to share them. But I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, my mama made us marshmallow fluff, banana, and peanut butter sandwiches as dessert. Yeah, that's
there's some black licorice like this. My my YouTube. Look at there we go, Eric.
That's
my licorice all sorts.
It was right after that live that we had where we were just ragging on all the black licorice
Yeah.
is when I got sick. And the tea that Monica had suggested that I drink for like respiratory issues and
Oh
things
no.
like that. I'm looking at it and like the first ingredient is black licorice. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is absolutely the worst.
Raisin. It's the
It's
candy.
really good for you. The real stuff. If they don't have all the sugar in it, yeah.
Well, you know,
Nature's candy.
I will say, I don't know. Was that on? I think it was on one of the vlogs that Monica did for December, but
There was a lot of them.
Was the Horehound candy?
Yeah, I did that in one of them.
So I tried it, but that didn't taste like anything.
Well, I think like Teresa, Teresa said too, and one of the things that, because I commented in the video, I said, I think that this would probably be, you would taste more of the Horehound flavor. You would have more flavor if it was more natural candy, or if it was it was more natural. It was like a tea or whatever. You would taste it more. So yeah, it was candy. It just tasted like sugar.
Yeah. So now I'm wondering, because I think, yeah, we didn't even say hi to Desert Goat earlier.
He drank with the black licorice. I know he doesn't like it. Oh, he just loves it.
But I'll say that all that tea and stuff that I drank, I actually didn't mind. So maybe I'm having a change of heart for black licorice.
Maybe
we should just go buy some black.
Here's the thing: is I love like real black licorice, like the black licorice, all sorts things like that. I hate licorice flavored things, like licorice flavored jelly beans.
Yeah,
because it's like banana flavor, licorice lemon flavor, like red hot tamales. Can't stand that. Love cinnamon. Cannot stand licorice flavored jelly beans. Love licorices.
Well, see, I like watermelon.
It's a different thing.
I just don't like watermelon flavored anything. It's just, I don't like watermelon flavored candies. I don't like watermelon
Jolly Ranchers.
I just like, oh, that's the worst. I just like watermelon. Yeah. I just like it. Yeah, there you go. If you make it naturally, waiting for my order to come in to make the video. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited to see that. Because if you make it naturally, you're probably going to have more of that flavor. And so licorice is sour vomit.
And I don't like the licorice flavored, anise flavored alcohol.
Oh yeah, no.
Like there's something,
there's something out there that tastes like that, I think, and I can't remember what it is.
Not a fan. I mean, I might like it better now, but
I don't really like licorice. However, I'll eat it if it makes someone sick.
Wow.
He's gonna take that one. Take that one.
Is that gonna bother you to watch me eat one? Really?
No, not me. It doesn't. No. I mean, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that I would be more inclined if somebody had something more natural.
Like a natural licorice.
Yeah, I would try it.
Yeah, you would probably be fine with it. Wait, what's tuaca? What is that? Did she misspell something, or is it a thing? Is that a thing, Jen?
See, Jaeger. That's the one I was trying to think. Yeah, Jaeger.
Oh, that's what it is, Jaeger. That's exactly what it is. Oh, bleh. Yes. Yeah, Jaeger tastes just like licorice.
I think Drambuie is also, and Ouzo. Yeah, Ouzo. Mom. My mom, bless her heart. She went into we were at a Greek restaurant years ago, and they asked if we wanted anything to drink or whatever, and so she tried to order an Uzi, and they're like, "What?" Ouzo, which is But then this guy showed up with this, rifle. No,
licorice liqueur. So tuaca is licorice liquor.
Oh,
that would not be good.
Yeah, I like the cardinal basil. And okay, Nicole, you when you all of a sudden you're like, I didn't like the cardinal basil. It was too licoricey. And then like in the next sentence, you're so excited about your fennel you're growing. I was like,
yeah.
Should we tell her?
The fennel, is that licorice flavor?
It's like a licorice.
It's kind of got an anise flavor to it. I was like, should we tell her? Or I was like, you know what? I'll just let her grow it. And
the Thai basil, my Thai basil tastes like black licorice. And
it's very licoricey.
I could not even handle it at all. And I had a friend come over and she was like, Can I try this? Can I try this? Can I try this? And she threw the Thai basil. I'm like, that's really strong. And she's like, it's fine. She threw it in her mouth. She's like, I was like, you can spit it out over there. She's like, that was strong. I was like, yes, it is. She said, mind your business.
She's a little feisty.
Now you know why we're friends.
Yep. Oh, I love it.
She can take it as much as she can give it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She said, I like it and don't like it at the same time. Right there.
She's a woman.
That you can do that. You can like something and not like it at the same time. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Great.
Tirade related to Tony Basil. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe
No,
it's
I love the Thai basil.
she's looking up all the different liquors that's
She's over, yeah. She's the
well, on that note,
proper pipe. What?
this is my other channel. It's more respectful based for everyone. Channels like this. Yeah, awesome channels like this. Hobo goat, desert goat, same person, same thing. Well, thank you so much, Raquel, for coming here.
It's Rachelle, not Raquel.
Thank you. I know I just said it wrong. Thank you.
That's not Raquel.
I can't.
I'm out. Bye.
She's gotta go. She's like, I'm done. Look, all the Canadians getting me all confused.
No, I know. It's like the only other like main Canadian YouTuber
I know,
lady
right?
that's on by herself is Raquel. It's like, what are the
She gotta
chances?
mess with me. So look, if you guys haven't checked out Rachelle's channel or her social media, you got to go over to Instagram and check her out at Brampton Gardener on Instagram. And if you're not subscribed to her, go check her out. She's got some great stuff on her channel. She's got some great content. Definitely got to go see her little commercial for Christmas because that was super cute. Can we get back to the poo talk instead of licorice? It's the same, licorice and poo talk.
Did Eric finally see the Christmas the blooper reel?
No, he never saw that one either.
Oh.
No, I watched it so many times. I showed my daughter and she was like, oh, okay. Because she was watching your daughter try to explain to you how to like pull that shirt. And I was like cracking up and she's like, oh.
I had watched some videos on transitions and that's what I was planning on doing. And then she's throwing new ones at me. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about?
I know. I love that she was trying to get you to do all the other stuff. I was like, this is fantastic.
And I was like, we should be filming this, but whatever.
Well, you did good.
My husband in the background.
You said you edited him out and he was like, who would buy a Brampton Gardener?
Like, honestly, who's going to buy a Brampton Gardener shirt as a gift? Like,
I think everybody in the chat, we should all go like
buy Brampton Gardener shirt. We all want the simple.
Wait till I get this one. Wait till I get this one.
Yeah, we want the clean design. We like the clean design.
Simple one, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, anyway, if you haven't checked out Rachelle, bidet intrigue. If you haven't checked out Rachelle, make sure you go check her out. She goes live on Thursdays, just not for a couple weeks because she's going to be gone for a couple Thursdays. But go back and check her out because she's traveling. So check out her live. She comes on. Usually you're on about 7:00 Central. Is that what time?
7:30.
7:30 Central.
Eastern.
Okay, 7:30 Eastern. So that's 6:30 Central. No. She on 6:30?
No.
6:30, 7:30?
I go from 7:30 to 9:30 usually. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's why. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good.
So yeah.
He's catching me the last half of it, I think.
He's catching the last half. Yeah. All the good stuff happens in the first half. That's just...
He's catching the clean half in the back end.
Oh.
See, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's happening at the beginning. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. And wait, Brampton should give the chat all shirts. Oh, geez. I know we're Leanne.
I don't have that kind of money, honey.
Look, Leanne didn't come in with a 5-minute warning. We have no idea what time it is. We're way over. We're way over time. We have nothing going on for us here. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. We're going to have to sticker our bidet. There you go. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm thankful you're here because it gave us some really good conversation and some good laughs. And I knew we were going to have a good time with you here. And, safe travels. When are you leaving? When are you leaving again?
Wednesday morning. So there might be some pop-up lives if I'm bored at an airport. So
there you go. Well, stay tuned to our channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can get all those notifications and you can watch her maybe if she's being able to travel. Travel lives would be cool. But safe travels. We pray for you until you get back home. And thank you so much. Hey, who likes fun friends coming on for chats, especially in the beginning of the new year?
Farmers do.
And farmers' wives do.
And farmers' friends do.
Yeah, see? Thank you guys so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys next week around the Bowl Chronicles.
I go to broadcast. Never mind.
Oh, my God. The clean